1. The handshake we know today started in ancient Greece. It was a gesture of peace to show that no one carried a weapon. Over time, it became a common greeting and is still used worldwide to seal deals, introduce people, or say hello. But this is just one of the many things that started in Greece. 2. Greece also gave us the world's first democracy. In 508 BC, Athens introduced a system where free male citizens voted directly on decisions. It wasn't perfect by today's standards, as women and enslaved people weren't included, but it laid the path for modern democracies around the world. Imagine voting on everything, laws, policies, and leaders, without needing a parliament. 3. Ancient Greeks had some wild food superstitions, like thinking beans contained the souls of the dead. Because beans looked mysterious and could cause bloating, some believed eating them risked ingesting spirits. Luckily, modern Greeks enjoy their bean soups without any supernatural worries. 4. The first Olympic Games took place in Olympia, Greece in 776 BC. Athletes from all over ancient Greece competed in sports like running, wrestling, and chariot racing. Wrestlers had to be the toughest since there were almost no rules and they were completely naked. Yep, no uniforms, just pure grit and athleticism. Winners earned olive oil wreaths instead of medals, and the games were so sacred that wars were paused for them. 5. Speaking of sports, football reigns supreme in Greece. The country's top teams like Olympiakos and Panathinaikos enjoy massive fan followings. The Greek national team also made history in 2004 by winning the European Championship, shocking the world with their underdog victory. 6. Here's an odd fact. In Greece, spitting is acceptable and considered good luck. Greeks might do a playful spit to ward off bad luck or protect someone from the evil eye, a superstitious belief that a jealous or envious glare can cause misfortune or injury. But before you start cringing, it's usually just the sound, and it doesn't come along with actual saliva. So don't be surprised if you hear someone making a spitting sound during celebrations. 7. Did you know that the country formerly known as Macedonia changed its name to North Macedonia in 2019? This was the result of a long-standing dispute with Greece. Greeks felt that the name Macedonia implied a claim over the historical region of Macedonia in northern Greece, which is associated with Alexander the Great and Greek heritage. The agreement to rename the country to North Macedonia resolved the issue and improved relations between the two nations. 8. Ever wonder why so many English words sound Greek? That's because over 150,000 of them have Greek origins. Words like democracy, philosophy, and biology come from the Greek language. Even the word alphabet traces back to the Greek letters alpha and beta. 9. Before it became a party island, Mykonos was a pirate hideout. Its location in the Aegean Sea made it a perfect spot for pirates to dock and trade. Today it's a hotspot for tourists and nightlife, but its pirate legacy lives on in some local legends and traditions. 10. In Greece, name days are a big deal. If you share a name with a saint, your name day is celebrated just like a birthday with parties, gifts, and well wishes. Greeks love any excuse to celebrate, and these days are just as meaningful as blowing out candles on your birthday. 11. Now that we're on the subject of celebration, it's time to let you know dancing is serious business in Greece. The country has over 10,000 traditional dances, each with its own steps, music, and meaning. From the lively Sirtaki to the Kalamantianos, every area has its own special rhythm. It's really not a Greek party until everyone is on their feet, dancing hand in hand. 12. Planning a visit to ancient Greek ruins? Leave the stilettos at home. It's illegal to wear high heels at archaeological sites like the Acropolis to protect the fragile stone surfaces. Comfort is key, so swap those heels for sneakers and enjoy the walk through history without damaging it. 13. While we call it Greece, the country's official name is the Hellenic Republic. Locals refer to themselves as Hellenes, not Greeks. The name Greece comes from the Latin Graecia, which Romans used to describe the land. So, anytime you visit, impress the locals by saying Hellas instead. 14. Did you know that ancient Greeks invented theater? In fact, Athens is a paradise for theater lovers, with more theaters than any other city on the planet. With over 150 stages, it's easy to find everything from ancient Greek tragedies to modern plays. The city's love affair with drama goes back thousands of years to the days of Sophocles and Euripides. 15. One of the biggest rivalries in Greek mythology was between Athena and Poseidon. They both competed to become Athens' patrons. Poseidon offered a saltwater fountain, but the people weren't impressed. Athena, on the other hand, gave them the olive tree, and the rest is history. If you were in Greece back then, which gift would have won your vote? 16. Judging from the previous fact, it's probably no surprise that Greece loves olives, and so does the rest of the world. The country ranks as the third largest producer of olives, with some trees bearing fruit after hundreds of years. Greek olive oil isn't just tasty, it's also considered some of the best in the world. Fun fact, Greece consumes more olive oil per person than any other country. 17. Around 91% of Greece's population are ethnic Greeks. The country has managed to maintain its cultural identity for thousands of years with traditions, language, and food passed down through generations. 18. Greece is dotted with more than 2,000 islands, though only about 200 are inhabited. Each island has its own vibe. Some are known for partying, others for quiet escapes, and a few, like Santorini, are postcard perfect. Did we forget to mention that it's Greece's most visited spot? 19. Crete is the biggest Greek island, both in size and personality. It has ancient ruins, stunning beaches, and mountains perfect for hiking. But be careful. Legend has it that it's home to the mythical Minotaur and the Minoan civilization. 20. Let's talk about one of Greece's most legendary figures, Alexander the Great. Born in Pella in 356 BC, he became king of the ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon at just 20 years old. Alexander went on to create one of the largest empires in history, stretching from Greece to Egypt and into Asia. He founded over 20 cities named Alexandria, the most famous being in Egypt, which became a major center of culture and learning. 21. Greece might seem huge in history books, but the country is actually quite small. It covers about 130,000 square kilometers, which is roughly the size of Alabama. But don't be fooled. What it lacks in size, it makes up for with incredible culture, history, and natural beauty. 22. Greek temples weren't just in Greece, they spread far and wide. You'll find ancient Greek temples in places like Turkey, Italy, and Armenia. One of the most famous is the Parthenon in Athens, a stunning symbol of ancient Greek architecture and dedication to the gods. 23. Athens is one of the oldest cities in the world, with a history spanning over 3,400 years. It's been continuously lived in since ancient times, growing from a hub of philosophy and democracy to a famous modern capital. It's no wonder the city has managed to stay relevant all this time. 24. Greece has been part of the European Union since 1981, making it a key player in European affairs. Thanks to EU membership, Greeks enjoy open borders, shared currency, and access to one of the world's largest markets. But it wasn't always this way, and the next fact will tell you why. 25. In 2008, the global recession hit Greece hard, leaving the country drowning in debt. Things got so bad that Greece nearly had to leave the European Union. Thankfully, after years of reforms and hard work, Greece is making a strong comeback and regaining stability. 26. Believe it or not, the ancient Greeks were the first to enjoy playing with yo-yos. Made from wood, metal, or clay, these toys date back to around 500 BC. Yo-yos weren't just for fun, they were also given as offerings to the gods when kids outgrew them. 27. If you love beaches, Greece is paradise. With over 14,500 kilometers of coastline, The country offers everything from sandy stretches to rocky shores. That's more coastline than most countries, making Greece a top destination for sunbathing, snorkeling, and sailing adventures. Oh, and a fun fact, whenever you're in Greece, you're never more than 137 kilometers from the sea. How cool is that? 28. If you're in Greece, don't wave with your palm open. It's considered rude. Instead, Greeks wave with their hand closed or give a slight nod. A fully open palm can mean, I curse you, so stick to friendlier greetings to avoid confusion. 29. Greece was home to 5 of the original 7 wonders of the ancient world, including the statue of Zeus and the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Although many of these no longer exist, they've inspired countless legends and left their mark on human history. 30. Blue isn't just a pretty color in Greece. It's believed to protect against bad luck. That's why so many homes, doors, and windows are painted blue. You'll also see locals wearing blue charms called mati to ward off the evil eye. 31. Greece made history in 1931 when Daphnis and Chloe became the first film in Europe to feature a nude scene. This romantic film, which was also Greece's first movie shown abroad, set a bold precedent for cinema and storytelling across the continent. We've just explored 31 facts about Greece. Which one was your favorite? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fun facts.